Sarah Penn's voice breaks before she slams the radio down, a scream tangled in static. Outside, the rain betrays no mercy on Clearview Road, Nova Scotia. Sarah Penn, the station's overnight host, clutches a rusted wrench, her only comfort against the storm outside and the crackle feeding through her broadcast. Tonight, the airwaves carry something else, something wrong. The station's power flickers with each lightning strike, but she can't turn away. The static speaks. The rule at CJFX: never let the off-air silence bleed onto the airwaves. But tonight, a new glitch interrupts. The voice on her line isn't human. It whispers numbers, coordinates. Sarah knows better than to answer. The last caller vanished after a similar call from that frequency. Clearview was once a bustling fishing village, now mostly forgotten, except by satellite maps and ghost stories. A century ago, an entire crew vanished into the fog, leaving nets full and boats untouched. The police file closed with presumed drowned. But legends claim something watches beyond the harbor light. The station's founder insisted on a threshold. No direct replies to unknown logged calls after 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Tonight, that protocol is shattered. The numbers repeat, threading deeper into the night, a sliding code, almost hypnotic. Sarah's mind traces the vanished crew's footprints, the unraveling thread tied to this cursed coastline. Something moves beneath the waves, not quite fish or shadow. She checks the clock. 12 a.m. The window is narrowing. Her broadcast must stay alive until dawn, or the light goes out for good. A mid-roll spike. The CCTV facing the harbor glitches, briefly listing faces she doesn't recognize. Then the feed cracks, completely blank. Somewhere in Clearview, the past creeps closer. Sarah's listeners report static turning to whispers, their voices somewhere just beyond comprehension. Every broadcast has its haunt, and Clearview's melody has begun, a tinkling lullaby wrapped in the storm's howl. As another call floods in, the same coordinates, the same broken plea, Sarah's grip tightens. This isn't just radio interference, it's a summons. She pulls from the archives a recording played only once before the station banned it. In 1921, a lightkeeper's last message bled through, words lost to time, but not to the waves. The voices meld with her current callers, twisting time around one unbroken thread, the moment they disappeared. Dawn won't break until she cracks the code. The message hides not in words but in silence, the lies between numbers. Sarah's throat tightens. She's no longer sure if she's broadcasting to the living or summoning what's been waiting beneath Clearview's restless sea. The final call shreds the boundary. Static blooms into voices screaming from a place without time. The air chills and her heart convulses. The station's rules, broken. The glitch, invited in. And as the clock ticks toward 3 a.m., this is me. Sarah sees the reflection behind the studio glass. A face not her own, locked in eternal broadcast. The silence that follows devours sound itself. Sarah's breath freezes. The voice from the radio now draws from inside the room. The threshold collapses. The watchers from the deep step forward, not to drown, but to claim the night's last airwave. She tries to speak, but the static swallows each word. Listeners tune in, hearing only ghosts in the frequency. Breathless half-sentences, and a stone-cold silence that screams. The radio host becomes the broadcast. The curse ties to the lighthouse's failing beam. When the light sleeps, the gulf opens. Sarah's final broadcast cracks the fragile divide. Clearview's lost souls ride the wavelength, begging for a shore they'll never find. They say the radio went silent that night, save for one final message repeating on a loop. Coordinates for nowhere, whispered like a promise. Sarah Penn is still on air, somewhere between the static and the storm, whispering the lost into the waiting dark. Clearview listens, but nobody answers. And when the signal fades, the question lingers. Who really vanished into the static? The crew or their echo?